Hey guys! It is a Tuesday in July and I thought I would give you a quick garden update. Gotta get the baby some water. Guys, what is going on? The middle where we keep our storage stuff, it's just full of mosquitoes. There's no standing water in there. I do not understand. I open the door and there is just like a plethora of mosquitoes in there. I don't understand what's going on, but I'm gonna have to find some sort of natural spray or something I can put in there to chicken hiccups. I don't know if you guys can hear that. To deter them from being in there. One, because I don't want the chickens getting bit, and two, because I don't want to get bit whenever I go in there. I also have quite a bit of stuff to harvest, so I thought I could do that while I show you guys all the things that have grown like crazy since my last video. Now, I will say this. There were some things that I almost gave up on, almost pulled out of the ground because I was so frustrated with how little they had grown. I thought they were stunted, like they weren't going to do anything. Don't do that if your plants are doing that. Just give them time. Sometimes they just need that little extra push. For example, some fertilizer. I put some Alaskan fish fertilizer on my watermelons that weren't growing, and within a few days they took off. So I'm going to be showing you that. I'm going to show you a squash plant that I had given up on and a bunch of the other beautiful things. Okay, so our peppers have started to turn right here. I think they have a little bit longer. I think they're going to turn red. I'm not sure. But I've also got a ton of yellow pear tomatoes. I mean, this thing is so prolific. There we go. So these ones, as you can see, there's cracking. We just had a couple of days of rain, and that will cause this. There's nothing wrong with the tomatoes. They might be a little bit less flavorful, but they'll be fine. Sometimes when they're like this and they're about to change, I'll go ahead and take them as well. And then we've got blue cream berry tomatoes. Those are about to turn. This one back here is turning. Uh-oh. That's not good. I got a big old hole out of this one. Look at that. Toss that to the chickens. We have lots of growth. I'm still dealing with this curling leaf business with a couple of them, but some of them have gotten a lot better. And just disclaimer or FYI, this is not powdered mildew. I live on a dirt road and people dust us constantly, so I get thick layers of dust on my plants. Kind of annoying, but can't really do anything about it. So these Dr. Witchies are starting to turn super pretty and starting to set some new flowers, so that's exciting. I did plant some new beans because these guys were slowing down. As you can see, they've gotten kind of sad. I've already pulled one. I'll probably end up pulling these two and letting these four produce. And also lots and lots of grass that I need to pull, but it really sneaks up on you. Oh, we have some Brad Atomic grapes. Look at these guys. Wow. Oh, it cracked. I might be able to just slice. Oh, they're both cracked really bad. Guys, this is... If I can give you one piece of advice, if it's going to rain, check on your tomatoes. If they're about to turn, just go ahead and pull them, because they will ripen on the counter and you can avoid the yucky cracking like that. So overall, though, the tomatoes are doing really good, getting really tall. And now for the showstoppers, the cucumbers. I way overplanted cucumbers, you guys, and I am not in the least bit sorry. I have already made 2 medium-sized pickle jars, 2 half-gallon jars. I have enough to make at least 1 or 2 more half-gallon jars sitting on the counter, and then a couple of tiny jars, sliced up kind of relish style. And I still have a ton of pickles, growing right now as it is. So this is a new variety I started this year, which is the Japanese long cucumber. I've got a few of those. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Here we go. There's one. Oh goodness. Okay, well here's one for me to harvest. That one snuck up on me. So here is a nice big one. And these have an amazing flavor. I mean, if you're just looking for a snacking cucumber, these are incredible. One thing about cucumbers, they sneak up on you and they like to hide. Like here is a perfect pickle one. Where are my clippers? Oh, that one came off. Perfect example. Look at this giant guy that was hidden right here. Oh, goodness. Oh, I think I'm gonna need my clippers for that one. All right, where'd you go? Oh, and this one looks like something's been going on with it. That just rubs right off though. And this one might not be as tasty as the other ones because of how big it got, but it'll be all right with pickles. Here is a market more I found hiding back there too. And honestly, I don't know what's going on with this one. This guy is pretty funny looking. Whoop, well, okay, I guess I'm taking that with me. Might as well get the rest of it. And here are the Paul Robeson tomatoes. I've heard that these are tomato. Pretty sure I did that in my last video too. Goodness. Tomato connoisseurs, they swear by these. Like they have a cult following. Moving on. So it rained yesterday and the day before. And I don't think I got out here enough to pick zucchinis. So we may have some big surprises in here. Let's find out. They have gotten massive. Let's see. Yep, there's one right there. I am not going to have enough room in my basket. Should have brought a bigger one. So the zucchinis have definitely grown a lot. And really quick, I'll show you a common issue with zucchinis with a very simple solution, but it's not always something that you can get to in time if you're not paying attention, is this. See how the zucchini is shriveled up and basically dying? This is due to poor pollination. So when the flower was open, it didn't get pollinated by a male flower, or by an insect going to the male flower first and then the female flower. So these look like they were pollinated well. What you can do is, take a male flower and open it up till it's like this. And then take that, and for example, if that flower was still open, you pollinate it by hand. The okra have really taken off, finally, and have a couple that I could probably harvest today, like right here. But they are looking awesome. And over here, I have more cucumbers. Go ahead and pick that for pickles. Just twist it till it comes off. And then I have a lot of lettuce going to seed. It's time to do a second round. I did not stay on top of that. This really snuck up on me fast, but that's okay. I'll save seeds from those and probably still take lettuce from the bottom. And then I'll replant. And my huckleberry has finally started doing well. The ants are leaving it alone. You can see one right here. That one's almost ready. I'm hoping that these will really fill out and that the ants will stop gnawing on it. And I've got a cucamelon tucked in here. The cucamelon over here isn't doing quite as well as the one I have in my other bed. Not really sure why, but we have another Japanese long cucumber here. Checking to make sure I don't have any cucumbers that have snuck up on me. Let's see. I think we're doing good. There's a little one there. So yeah. Now over here, kind of being overshadowed, I have some peppers. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize this had gotten so big. Wow. I have these over here, and look at all these new ones. And this guy's getting big. This is a pimento. Let's see. The red bell pepper isn't doing great. but this other pimento is doing okay. Guys, the showstopper is the purple eye cowpeas. Look at this growth all the way up there, and I did not do that. I put them to the trellis down here, and then they spiraled up themselves. So at first I was picking them young because I wanted to eat them like green beans, and I learned I don't like the taste. So now I am pulling them at maturity when they're purple and going to use them for the dry beans. They are so gorgeous. So this is the other side. I mean, they're growing along. I put them on the fence, and I want to say this is only 4 or 5 plants. I mean, it is incredible. It's actually growing along the ground over here too. All right, you guys, remember the sad bed? It has actually shown progress. The squash in the back is growing. These guys are kind of growing. And out of nowhere, the ground cherries that I could have pulled because they weren't doing anything have started to take off. So that is super exciting to me. And just goes to show you why you shouldn't pull stuff out just because you think it's not growing. It'll get there. Over here are those beans that I planted that I think they had a nitrogen issue. I'm not sure. They're still hanging on. I fertilized them. I probably need to do a little bit more amending in here. But even this tomato plant's looking better. So that's exciting. The peppers are still looking a little iffy. This pepper plant, however, has been doing awesome. All of a sudden just started to grow again. So that's exciting. Oh my goodness, you guys. So I've never seen this before. There are a bazillion baby grasshoppers on my pepper plants. Just those 2. That's kind of poopy. I have been having so many issues with my onions. Do you see that? You guys are probably gonna think this is gross, but did I get you? No, I did. Gross. Some random tomatoes planted around, and these are ready, actually. These are green zebras. Look how pretty. I think they're green zebras. Actually, these might be sunrise. I don't know what they are, but they're pretty. It's a mess over here. Don't mind that. But these are my new sunflowers coming in. They're doing awesome. And these are some striped zucchinis, or squash, I mean. And they are doing incredible. In fact, they're outgrowing the ones in the sad bed by a long shot. Like, they're way outgrowing them. Okay, I had to put my hair up. I went and got my hair done today, you guys. I haven't had my hair done since October. I usually go around my birthday to get it done, and then I'll go again sometime towards the middle of the year. And then with the whole lockdown thing, didn't get to do it. So I finally went today. So I was wearing it down because it's pretty, but it is blazing hot and humid out here. Okay, moving on to the seriously messy part of the garden. As you can see, my onions look horrific, and that's just how it is. I mean, some of them, like this one looks okay at the bottom, maybe. They're just not doing good. I've had a lot of problems with caterpillars. I found caterpillars inside here. I planted them way too close. I thought, you know what, I'll plant them close and it'll be okay. Like, that's my mindset, you guys. I can't tell you how many times, ow, ants. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, what I was saying was, I can't tell you how many times I've planted stuff close together and been like, maybe it'll work out. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it does stuff like that. I have a couple more tomatoes here. They're starting to take off, which is awesome. I have lots of sunflowers with lots of damage from those stinking borers. I mean, so much damage. But they're still really pretty, especially these. Oh, and side note, I think I covered this in another video, but I had these pop up and I put it on my Instagram at Life on a Micro Farm asking if these were strawberries. And I had a comment from the guy at Back to Eden Gardening, and he said that I should keep my eye out for runners And if it did, I've got a strawberry, and guess what? I've got some runners. So those are strawberries. I still have lots of random things growing in here. Dill and, what is that? Swiss chard, marigolds, calendula, chamomile. This is a melon right here, and some more huckleberries right there. Now for the melon bed. All of these little ones are new, or fairly new, and they're starting to take off, but these are the ones that just would not grow. I fertilized them, and within a couple of days, they have just taken off, which is super exciting. I even have some little blooms on here. I don't think I have any female blooms yet, but I definitely have male blooms. And you know what else is terrible is that I don't remember which one is which. So it will be a surprise. Yay! Lots and lots of things that I need to work on, like labeling your plants and not losing the label, or labeling it with something that's not going to wash off with the rain, not planting too close together, etc. So this is where the potato bed was, one of them, and it has melons and zucchinis in it. They're pretty much all of them except for maybe this guy right here and that one. They're doing pretty darn good. And we've got more tomatoes over here. Actually, I think this one might be ready. Nope, not popping off very easily. Almost ready. And another cucumber trellis. I'm going to show you both sides of this one because it's going crazy. This is the other cucamelon that I was talking about, and it's doing a lot better than the other one. In fact, it's all the way up here now. And let's see if I can find some cucamelons on here. I just saw some a minute ago. Oh, here we go. You see those little guys? I'm so ready to try these. I haven't had these yet, and I've heard that they taste like a cucumber and a lemon mixed together. And they're supposed to be super prolific. So I'm really excited to try these and maybe pickle them or just snack on them. I love cucumbers. And then, I mean, obviously. All right, so this one, I'm really not sure what's going on here. I don't know if those are going to mature or just like shrivel up and die. But there are a lot like that. So if you happen to know, please let me know. I want to say these are Chicago pickling cucumbers, and maybe they're fine. I don't want to pop them off because in case they are going to be fine, I don't want to waste them. I'm trying to see if I have any hidden ones in here. And chances are I probably do. Let's see. Come around to this side, and as you can see, it's growing all the way out to here. Let's see if there's any in here. Looks like they're all, I must have gotten all the big ones the other day. So they look pretty small. Definitely not ready to pick yet. Oh, there's one that's almost ready. It's got another day or so though. And this is a melon. I want to say that this is either a Tommy apple melon or possibly a Kajari. I don't think that's Kajari because I think I planted all my Kajaris where I could trellis them. And here's another sunflower. All these lettuces are going to seed, so I'll let them flower and then I'll save the seeds. I've got more okra coming up here. I don't eat Swiss chard, you guys. So I felt like I wanted to grow it because, well, for one, I haven't been successful growing it. This year I was successful, but we ate it like twice. So not sure that I'll be growing that again. Same with the kale. I should be eating kale. I should be making kale chips. Haven't done it. Need to do it, especially because it is covering the new carrots, which are still doing amazing, with shade, which is not good for them. So I have some dinosaur kale here. I mean, this kale is huge. I just need to go ahead and harvest it, or most of it, and use it, because we have more cucumbers back here. You guys, I went cucumber crazy. Seriously, crazy. So that's it, you guys. The garden has taken off. I think every gardener could tell you that there's this one point in the year where everything just kind of explodes and goes crazy. And it is the favorite time for the gardener. Favorite and more overwhelming because you're like constantly having to stay on top of picking things. In fact, I just remembered I have to go pick those okra before I go back inside. It's so hot. We still have not had any progress on our house. So it's been almost a month and a half. It'll be 2 months on the 22nd. And It's just crazy, you guys. I can't even imagine what it's like for the people who lost their entire house. You know, I mean, we've had the severe damage and whatnot. Quit looking at my toes. I see you. Guys, don't wear flip-flops around chickens. My toes aren't treats. Toes aren't treats. Anyways, it's just crazy. We still have tarps on our roof. We had to have the engineer come out. That took 2 weeks to get that report, and then we had to give the report to our contractor, and it was a huge report for him to have to go through and find all of the things that need to be fixed, and then he had to write a report to take to our adjuster, and it's just like, it's crazy how many steps there are. So we still have the RV. We still haven't had the house fixed, but we're still thankful. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys, and I hope you're having a blessed July so far. I know things are still crazy out there, but I just want to say, keep your eyes on him, walk in love, and trust him. Have a blessed day.